Okay, honey. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining me for Yoga in Our City's virtual studio class for chair yoga. My name is Anne, and I'm glad to be here this evening, and I hope you all will stay for the full length of the 30 minutes class and enjoy it. Okay, so please consult a medical practitioner if you have any concerns. But even if you don't, it is a good idea to check with your medical practitioner before you engage in any kind of exercise. And that's also including yoga. This is especially important if you are pregnant, if you're nursing, if you're taking medications, and that could be over the counter or prescription. And in addition, if you have any pre-existing conditions, and it's always good to be safe instead of sorry. So you just want to check again with your medical practitioner to be sure you get the go ahead before you engage in chair yoga or whatever type of exercise it is. Now, on a personal note, today's session will cover movement through breathing and also through movement of the neck and the shoulders. The neck is always one of my special areas to actually stretch and move a few times every day, especially considering that I have that arthritis throughout the neck. So sometimes I have very uncomfortable feelings, and also I have limited range of motion. So I get and I understand any of you that go through a limited range of motion. But through the movement every single day and connecting with the breath, we can begin to transform these problem areas. So, and it's very important, of course, as we age, sometimes we become a little bit more stiff. We may have to do everything at a slower pace, and this is fine. But let's always try to be mindful. By being mindful, we will maintain safety, especially as we're walking or if we're getting ready to sit down in a chair. You know, we want to be sure that the chair is right behind us. When we're walking, we may want to look in front of us just to be sure, like scanning it, that there's no stones or sticks in front of you that you could trip on. Okay, now we start every class with our sitting mountain. And this is a active engagement of a sitting position. So we're utilizing all the muscles, all the strength in our lower body. And in addition, we want to begin to relax the upper body and be very mindful again on our spine and how we're sitting. So I'm going to invite you to come a little bit closer to the edge of your chair. And once you're at the edge of the chair, be sure that you still have a safety area here because you don't want to fall off the chair, right? So you want to be sure that you have a safety mechanism and you feel very stable on the chair. And of course, our chair always has stable legs, and we want to be sure that our chair is nice and firm. Okay? So we'll begin today. Besides doing that, we're going to start with the feet. We always start at the lower body and work to the top. And our lower body, we have the feet and we have this nice cushion right beneath our toes and also the heel. We want to press that down into our floor. And we want to separate our legs comfortably. So we take our fists, put them together, and just ride them. And the space between will be how you're going to place your feet and your legs, and then moving up. All righty. Now, next, you're going to take your finger like this and you're going to zip up the zipper. Now you become mindful of how am I sitting in my chair? And ask yourself that question. How am I sitting? Am I feeling comfortable and yet I feel very engaged? My posture is active. Okay. No slumping forward. We want a nice active posture. Then we're going to take our right hand and push on the right buttocks so we feel the sits bones, and the same on the left. Those sits bones are a way to engage and balance the body. And those sits bones should be nice and flat on your chair. Next, you're going to take your fist again and put it right under your chin. And you want your chin to be parallel with the floor. And when you look up to the ceiling, the highest you want to look or stretch the neck will be where the line of the wall meets the ceiling. We want to be very mindful of our neck. We don't want to hyperextend any part of it. Now we're going to take our shoulders and bring them forward up to the ears. We're going to open up the chest, bring those shoulder blades. I like to say, kiss them together as much as you can. And you can feel the opening of the chest. Now remember, our spine is not straight rigid. There's a beautiful movement, a flexibility to the spine. And if we sit in this sitting mountain engaged position, our spine should perfectly align right onto our pelvis. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to focus on our intention. And it's always a beautiful thing to start with an intention that you'll keep mindfully in your mind and in your thoughts, maybe throughout the day. And then it becomes a part of your being. So the intention I picked this evening is, I am strong and at ease. And we'll say that 3 times together. I am strong and at ease. I am strong and at ease. I am strong and at ease. And let those words just marinate throughout your physical, mental body. You may want to close your eyes. And now we're going to move right into our breathing or our pranayama. Now we like to try to engage again mindfully our breath. And we want to slow it down. So we're going to take some nice full inhalations and long, slow exhalations. Now, this will not only relax us or allow our parasympathetic to kind of take over versus our sympathetic nervous system was always on high alert, okay? So we want to realize that we want to benefit our body and mind with nice full breaths. So we'll begin, and you can inhale through the nose and exhale out through the nose. Now, if that's not possible because maybe you have a cold or you're stuffy, then just exhale through the mouth. But let's inhale through the nose. We have the hairs in the nose, which warm and cleanse the air that we breathe into. And let's begin. Just again, take those shoulders, open the chest, and we'll do this 10 times. I'll do the counting. You may close your eyes or leave them open. So let's inhale and slowly exhale fully. Be aware of the chest expanding and contracting, nourishing the body and the mind with this beautiful prana or breath. And one more full breath, inhale, and a nice full exhalation. Now, that full breath, or sometimes you'll hear it as three-part breathing, remember that this is also a wonderful breath to use. Maybe you're having problems at nighttime falling asleep. You may just want to lie in your bed, lie with your back on the mat or on the bed, and put your hands, place them on your belly, close your eyes, and begin to do that beautiful full breath. And you'll notice the remarkable benefits that you will have in your body and your mind. Okay, next, we're going to do our second breath, which will be more of an active breathing, and we'll call this Bastrika. Now, this is an inhalation through the nose, and then a quick exhalation through the nose. Now, this will speed up the metabolism. This is a great breath to do before you start your active day, okay? I wouldn't recommend it before you're getting ready to go to sleep because you're going to see it does increase the metabolism, and you're also going to feel a feeling of warmth throughout the body because you're really exerting calories here. Okay, so let's redefine the feet, bring them down, push those cushions into the mat beneath you. And let's begin. So it'll be, I'll count, and we're going to start with 6. Okay, ready? Bastrika, inhale through the nose. Exhale quick out through the nose. And relax. Notice how you feel. Now, if you feel any dizziness because you're getting all this new prana or energy coming through the body, just maybe instead of doing 6, start with 2. Okay? Now we'll do it another time. Let's do the Bastrika so you know how it goes. Inhale, exhale. Close the eyes. Be mindful of how do you feel? Can you feel the energy and the speed of your oxygen just moving through the body? All righty, now you may open your eyes and let's just wiggle just a little bit further back on the chair and we'll begin. We're going to start with our neck, okay? So to begin with, remember that our neck, oh, there's so many parts of the neck. The back of the neck is what we'd like to strengthen. And remember, we always lead with the belly or the hips when we come down, even though sometimes we get used to leading with our chin, and that's what we don't want. Puts too much strain on the back of the neck. Okay. And we do also call this text neck. You know, we're always looking down at our phones or our computers. That's why it's important. And even when we read a book, to try to have it eye level. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to put our hands or our fingers on the shoulders. You're going to inhale And when you exhale, you're going to bring the elbows close together in front of you and then exhale back. We're going to do this 10 times. Ready? All righty. Now we're going to make circles. Keep the fingers still on the shoulders. Circles with the elbows and then reverse. Now next, we're going to do a simple neck lift. We're going to lift our eyes up, gentle inhale, and then slowly back down, exhale. You may feel the stretch in the back of the neck. This is good, synchronizing the breath with the movement. Now, this is one of the movements that is recommended if one has headaches. This will help. So let's do the neck lift. So the eyes up, just go as far as the wall meets the ceiling, and then back down. Nice slow inhale. Three more times. And you can feel the beautiful stretch. And then come back to center and just notice, how does your neck feel? Does it feel more flexible? Now you can repeat that for a second time if you'd like, because it's a nice simple movement, but it does strengthen the muscles in the back of the neck. So let's do that again. This time we'll do 10 again. Inhale, lift the eyes up, and then exhale down. Now you only need to bring the chin close to the chest. You don't need to bring it all the way down. And again, inhale, back down, exhale, back to center. Remember, we're always synchronizing the breath with the movement. As we inhale, comes up or extends, and exhale, coming down. All right. Now, next for the neck, we're going to bring the right ear to the right shoulder. But first, inhale. Exhale, bring the right ear to the right shoulder and back to center. Now, inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale. And let's do 6 on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Now, what we can do to give it a little bit more stretch if you're up to it is you're going to inhale. As the right ear comes to the right shoulder, you're going to take the left hand and just kind of put it on the right side of the head and just stretch it. Try to get it parallel, the neck parallel with the right shoulder. Then back, bring it back. And then again, let's do the opposite. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Now, with each inhalation and exhalation, you're going to feel some release of the stiffness in that area. Right hand, left side, and then just straighten it up slightly. Push against your hand. Beautiful. And then back up. Now we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder, and back up. The opposite side. You can go as slow as you'd like with nice, deep, full breaths. One more time, each side. Now, the last movement we're going to do with our neck is we're going to take our right hand, bring it out in front, stretch up the thumb, and you're going to inhale, exhale. Now you're going to inhale and you're going to follow with your eyes or the drishti on that thumb and stretch as far around as you can. And then come back. We'll do 3 times on the same side, and then we'll do the opposite. Beautiful stretch for the neck. Only go as far as you can by stretching it, connecting with the breath. But remember, no ouches. We never want to go to the point where we have ouches or we're straining. Opposite side, bring the left hand out, thumb up. Check the middle of the thumb and inhale. Exhale fully. Now you're going to inhale and stretch that left around. And then back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, come around. Beautiful stretch on the neck. Now, just an extra for you if you choose to do it. You're going to take your fingers and place them at the back of the neck. Thumbs are very close to the ears, elbows out, and see if you can raise the head or the neck. So it's almost like you're going to stretch and pull your neck right out of the area which we call, there's an occipital lobe there. You're going to stretch it and straighten it out. Beautiful. And breathe into it. You may feel some release if you have any pressure there. Beautifully done. And then relax the arms, bring them by the sides of the body. Okay. Now, we never recommend full circles with the neck, but you can come around like this as just doing a nice, gentle movement of the neck. Okay? As long as it doesn't hurt and you feel a nice release and relax. Okay, now we're going to move into our shoulders. So we're going to inhale, bring the shoulder up and then down. We're going to do that 10 times. Ready? Synchronize the breath. And relax. And now the next shoulder release, you're going to inhale, bring the shoulders forward and back. Get those shoulder blades kissing together. Beautiful stretch. We'll do this 5 times this way. And now let's bring those shoulders back. Feel the shoulder blades. And now we're going to do the opposite. Ready? Forward. A beautiful stretch for our shoulders. And you can feel the connection of the shoulders with the shoulder blades, with the base of the neck. We're all interconnected. That's why we call yoga yoga, because it means union. We're unionizing the body, mind, and spirit, but also unionizing the left side with the right side of the body. Okay? Beautiful. Now, the last thing we're going to do with the shoulders is I'm going to ask you to take your shoulders, take your fingers, place them again on the shoulders, and I want you to just make circles, full circles. You may hear some quirks or kinks. That's all right. Just keep that breath moving and move slowly and mindfully. And then stop and reverse. Beautiful. And arms down. And now just come a little bit more forward on the chair just for a moment. Place your hands so you feel very stable on your seat. Just close your eyes for a minute and ask yourself the question, how do I feel? Am I relaxed? Do all parts of my physical body feel relaxed? Is my breath even and slow and full? You can feel your nervous system, your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relaxing part, to really be engaged here. Then open your eyes. Now I'm going to invite you to just inhale, stretch the arms to the side, and then back down. Exhale. And now let's do it again. Inhale, turn and stretch up if you can. Fingers pointing up to the ceiling, and breathe 3 full breaths through the nose and exhale out through the nose. So remember that neck lift, when you simply brought your neck slightly up towards where the wall meets the ceiling, if you have any slight headache, this movement is supposed to help with that. Now stretch the fingers up one more time. Exhale, coming down. Okay. Now, just because my hands feel like they need a shake, let's shake out our hands. Shake, shake, shake. And then just touch and move each of the fingers. Beautiful. So this today were some movements to release any strain or any stretch or tightness through the neck and our shoulders. So they're very mindful, easy, simple moves, but it goes a long way because you're moving all parts of the shoulders and the neck. And you only do as much as you can, always connecting the breath with the movement. Very important. And only go as far as you feel like you have a nice stretch, but no ouches. All righty. So I thank you very much for joining me this evening. And I would like to say, be proud of yourself. You completed the whole half hour with utilizing your breath with the movement, strengthening different areas of the neck, and also the shoulders. And in addition, your breath, you learned 2 new works. One of them is just the full, complete breath, and you could use that to relax the body. Maybe if you have any problems at night falling asleep, put the hands on the belly and do that nice full breath and go at your own pace. And of course, if you need energy, then you could do the Bastrika, which is that also increases the metabolism of the body and you'll feel some warmth. Okay, so it definitely impacts your metabolism. Okay, so again, thank you for joining me this evening. And remember, if you'd like to review the past chair yoga YouTube videos, they're all on the station, the YouTube station of Yoga in Our City. And I would love to have you view them and try to practice every single day, especially breathing and stretching. Very, very important because we want to keep our bodies lean. We want to keep them flexible. Okay. So we need to move. And I'm finding the older I get, the more I need to move. Okay. So the same thing, hopefully, with all of you, that you'll practice every single day. And I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same station. So next Wednesday, 5:30 will be chair yoga. Okay, and thank you again for joining me for this virtual studio class with Yoga in Our City. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night.